The big hurdle when you started training in the RAAF was the 25-hour test. At 25 hours you went for a test with the chief flying instructor, and Gary went up with this with our CFI at the time, and I thought because of his determination he wouldn't have any problem, but I was making myself a cup of coffee in the tea room and the CFI came in and said, "Well, I'm going to scrub your boy, Dave, that's all right with you, isn't it?" And I said, I nearly swallowed my false teeth, and I said, "Sir, you'll scrub him over my dead body." And he said, "No." He was a really steely-eyed ex-Korean fighter pilot. He said, "You feel that strongly, do you?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I do." And he said, "All right, I won't scrub him," and walked out. Gary graduated, went on to Sabre fighters, then became an FAC, got a DFC in Vietnam, and I think finished his time. He did about 20 years and finished as a wing commander. I think my judgment was pretty well justified that time. The only accident I had when I was an instructor, I'd only been an instructor for a couple of weeks, and I had this fellow who was a remustered navigator. Hell of a good bloke. I don't think I'll use his name because he mightn't like that, but we landed, I think it was Ballarat or Nil, on a cross country, and there was a very big crosswind blowing, and he held the aircraft off a little high. And they told us in the instructor course, it doesn't matter if they hold off high, the Winjeel's docile, it'll just settle onto the ground. It won't drop a wing like the Wirrawai used to, so I just sat there and watched him. Next thing we were 90 degrees, tilted to the ground, we slid in, I rammed on full power just as we hit the ground and destroyed the wing and the flap and the aileron. And not only that, I rammed my right leg into the Winjeel. The Winjeel had a harness release in front of you, which was a sharp little metal handle. Rammed my leg into that, cut it to the bone. So we staggered out of the aeroplane with me, blood pouring down my leg, and went very humbly back to Point Cook as passengers in other aeroplanes.